Yeah, I mean, it's inspiring because, like, when you start, you think like good things always come from big labels or big company. There's a great team. There's a big team. You need to be someone
Yeah.
famous, and sometimes it just, I mean, the thing is just to the important thing is to meet the right people and have the right passion. Then everything can also start from a sofa or from a table when you're eating your dinner, basically.
Yeah. So great to meet you here on Zoom, Andrea.
So nice to meet you as well. Thank you so much
Yeah.
for reaching me out.
Well, Andrea, I love your music.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and I saw
I
on
appreciate it.
Instagram. I saw on Instagram, and I thought, now I have to speak to you.
Uh, I mean, that's an honor for me. So really,
It's a
so
great
appreciate.
pleasure. But Andrea,
Uh,
you are Italian in living in Sweden.
yes, I mean, as you can also hear from my accent, I'm Italian,
Yeah.
100%. Then, like, I decided to move to Sweden almost like 4.5 years ago.
Okay. And why
For
Sweden?
because like I got an opportunity here for working basically because I'm an engineer as well. Then I work here in a small city close to Malmo, and that's basically the reason why I'm staying here still. And
Wow.
yeah,
But wow, engineer and singer-songwriter. What a
yes,
wonderful combination.
yes, yes. I mean,
So was
I would
that?
say like one
Mhm.
part, one side is more logic, another one, and
Yeah.
the other one is more artistic. So, being an artist to me like means to be more free and then more
Yeah.
colorful. And then for sure, I'm being engineering totally the opposite. So
But
yes,
I sometimes I've a while ago spoken to a conductor who he used to study medicine, so it was a very scientific career. But then he decided to study music, and so I always find that interesting, and I think it's wonderful if you have that two aspects of yourself. You know, if you have that the one a logical side and the other more,
more creative, I would say, or
creative
more
side.
free because like you can also be free as an engineer because sometimes you need that part, the creativeness on creating new stuff. New, in my case, I'm a mechanical engineer, so you need to create a mechanical product, and sometimes you need to, you know, go out of the comfort zone basically and think a bit more differently. And this is maybe a part in common, and between like music and my job basically, because I consider music as a big passion since I was a kid. So
Really. Mm.
uh, then
Was
yes,
that was there a point where you had to make the decision that you said, okay, I'm not going to be a full-time musician. I want to study engineering.
that's began like from a big disappointment from music because like I started playing music when I was 14 years old.
Mm.
I was, I mean, I was very into Paul McCartney and
Okay.
as a figure of bass player. So that's how I started basically playing a bass on a band. Then when I was 16 years old, I with one of the basically um, the best band that I had, we decided to switch from cover songs to original song, and then I start singing and then playing the bass. And then
Amazing.
we met basically a popular producer in Italy, and then basically from that experience we didn't. I mean, that experience didn't go well, And then
Mm.
I didn't believe enough on music and especially on myself, because then I felt myself alone basically on music. And I decided, okay, let's put more feet on the ground. Let's put your feet on the ground, Andrea. And then I thought, like, okay, let's do engineer. Let's study engineering.
Mm.
And then for a big part of my life, almost like 10 years, I put the music aside. Basically, I was doing still
Really?
music. I was
Mm.
doing music because it was life for me. Basically, art colors. It's my recharging
Mm.
activity. And then, when I was almost completing the study, I decided to have a different experience. Then I moved to New York, and that was basically one of the biggest experience of my life, because like the city is. That city for me, I mean, it's amazing. When you really feel the freedom, and then it's amazing to see like all those different culture that they are like living in the same place, and then they really don't care about anything. I mean, they are well mixed, so doesn't
But
matter if you.
but was it for music that you went, or was it because of engineering that you went?
It was more in engineering things. I got this. I was trying to find a job there, and then I found myself in trouble because it was not so easy, especially with the ESTA,
Mm.
because you cannot apply job. But in the meantime, I was like,
Mm.
okay, I mean, I'm completing that chapter of the university, just wanna jump in something new, something totally different. And then I went to New York as a by myself, alone, basically. Was a totally different experience.
Mm.
And then I saw many great artists, I have to be honest, amazing
Mm.
artists,
Mm.
dancers, songwriters playing the subway. And they could have been like stars,
Mm.
really, really amazing artists. And I was like, look this freedom, look how they don't care, this beautiful way to not caring about judgment and things.
Mm.
And then I start like putting some sentence on my phone. I was like every time that I like I was feeling some emotion, or I was observing like details around myself, because Europe is very different, especially
Yeah.
Italy was totally the opposite. And then I was like stopping and then admiring, sometimes
Mm.
writing down notes, and
Mm.
that's how I returned to write music.
Amazing. So you needed that experience in New York to just get you kickstarted again to start
To,
writing.
I didn't know what to expect because
Mhm.
basically I wanted to go there for finding a job, and
Mhm.
then I find inspiration in
Wow.
only 4 months, maybe yes. So I got that kind of different vision after that. So I went back to Italy, and then I started like putting everything back in shape with the, in terms of lyrics, with the friends of mine. And after maybe 1 month, there's a time it was ready. Read it as a concept, as idea.
Mm.
Then there is another process for production, and then all the other things behind.
But were you initially, when you started writing, were you quite confident to put it out there? You know, did you feel it was the right time?
I mean, for the melody of the song, it was there almost. I'm telling about this experience, New York, but it was like
Yeah.
almost 5 years ago. So
Mm.
basically, the song was ready 5 years ago almost, and the concept was there. Then when you have a vision, or maybe you just want to realize something in a certain way,
Mm.
specific way, you want to be. That idea, that concept needs to be quite precise, and
Oh, yeah.
needs to sound pretty well. And then like I met nice people in Rome, working in a recording studio, ProCube, and then we started to produce There's a Time. But it took quite a while, honestly, because there's been a lot of ups and downs, and then I finalized it just like on this the last December, basically, after 5 years. So
yeah, but you are very precise in how you want it. So you had this idea of exactly how you wanted to do it.
Yes. I mean, now it's already stuck in my mind. So when I've from the beginning, when I developed like music to me, at least by my point of view, always start from simplicity and spontaneity. So most of the songs that I've written, that will be out soon, they start from the couch. So from the sofa with friends, we stand there, and then we felt the excitement, and when we have basically the skeleton of the structure of the song, but it's quite naked. And then after that, I have the skeleton, basically the structure, and then I develop the vision. Oh, maybe it can sound like this. Maybe we can have some orchestra. Maybe we have more electronic stuff instead of the acoustic. Maybe it can sound more a little bit dancey. So I'm like that.
Wow.
And before achieving that, it will takes a bit. It took me like 5 years. So,
but is that not the engineering side of you that
no.
that preciseness, that's exactly how you want it, or do you feel with music you're much more free?
I feel like that kind of contrast, because like sometimes I feel to be a bit perfectionist, and perfectionism is a kind of a side that belongs to engineer, basically, because like everything needs to be precise. The calculation is that, so you have the formula, it needs to be respected. To be an artist, it's totally sometimes it's like more spontaneity. You don't have to think too much. I mean, the more natural you are, and the better it is for the performance, for the track, for the song, for the painting, whatever it is, sometimes. And when I realize something, I always judge myself and say like, oh my, I want to be more perfection on this, but then it will take time, and then other times maybe can lose a bit of soul, I would say, and then there is this big contrast inside of me. So I have to be honest. Recently, I'm just trying to be more spontaneous, less perfectionist, trying to accept more mistakes. Maybe some Italianity on my accent, because my accent is what it is. I mean, it's Italian.
No, but I love it. Yeah.
Even though sometimes I also try to sound, less Italian as possible on my songs. It's also part of my.
I think it's your style and it's your thing, so you have to sound that way.
I learned to accept it, but actually, Italians hate their Italian accent when they speak English. So I belong to that kind of people. Yeah.
I'll be the bad guy now. I know I ain't too proud. I couldn't be there, even when I try. You don't believe it. We do this every time. Season change and low and cold. Feel the flame 'cause we can't let it go. Run away while we run in a circle. Run away, run away.
Writing, so songwriting, does it come very easy to you? Because I read on your Instagram page you say trying to share emotions with people. So do you write from this emotion?
Yes, I mean in general, like my music always start from kind of feeling, you know. You need to feel inspired, I think. At least this is my opinion. So like you wake up someday and then you feel more inspired. Other times like you don't have it, and then you don't have to force yourself. But that specific day is the day that I mostly focus on creating music. So I think to have a kind of a particular way to write music, because like I basically my main instrument is the guitar. It is the acoustic guitar. But I start like playing a bunch of chords, and when I feel the connection with music, I start like putting random words, or maybe some sentence that I feel like connected to the music, and then the melody basically pop out immediately to me.
Okay.
Then this is the first step on the process for me. Then the second one is more like logic. I would say logical, maybe, yes. And I put myself more like with my brain and on with my phone or paper, whatever it is. And then like usually I do this with the friends of mine because we had a lot of fun. It's like building a puzzle for us. Then we sit together and we try to connect the melody and the words that I already wrote it down. We try to build basically the lyrics. So also happens with there's a time, even though it was almost complete from the beginning. But then also for the next ones, that how it happened basically. But basically, it's emotion and feelings are the driving characters during the composition of the melody.
I got a feeling that it's time to let go. I say so. I knew that it was done from the get-go. You thought that he was special, special, but he was just a saxophone. And I still hear the echoes. I got a feeling that it's time to let it go.
And I spoke to a singer-songwriter a while ago, and he talked about when you record your music, it's almost like a filing system. You know, it's almost like you can look back on how you were feeling that time, or where you were, or what your situation was. Can you see it also with your music?
In some music, yes. Other times can be difficult because like you got that feeling at the beginning, but then it's pretty difficult to remind. You know, it's that specific feeling.
Yeah.
So I think the biggest work that can be behind when you're recording studio is to not lose basically the nature of the song. Remember how it started, why it started, because like in production, many things can happen, and the music can change a lot. Can also lose the magic that it has at the beginning. So, for example, I have to be honest, there's been a couple of songs that I put on pause because like they lost basically the feeling that they got at the beginning.
Really?
Yes. So there is another one, Oh Boy, that I really hope to release soon, by the end of the 2024. And I redid the production. I remember the first production was made by the same guy that worked with me. They worked with me on There's a Time, and the second one is totally done by myself. So here in Sweden, I also starting to be more a producer as well.
And is it easy for you to produce a song? You know, so you've written it and you've built it up and do all the music. but then to get to that point where you record it?
I mean, to me, it was impossible at the beginning. It was like, you should be a genius, you should be like, I don't know, a visionary. I don't know how to define it, but like, I think if you got enough experience, if you play in a band, if you maybe also play in orchestra, you know basically different instruments, and then you know what to put together, how to put together everything. And I mean, when I tried, it was like it was an experiment. I tried with a friend of mine, told me like, Andrea, but yeah, try to produce something and send it to me. It's me producing, no, it's not my stuff. Then I did it. And then we ended up with my first basically production, which is of Boy. It will be out, I think, I don't know. It's still a work in progress, but it's something that I'm quite proud of because like it's my first song that I wrote and produced as well. So
but
yes.
But I listened to some of the covers also that you do, and that's also you put your own style on it.
Really? Thank you so much, Pedro.
Yeah, no, really. I mean, they are all on your Instagram page to listen to, so it's beautiful.
Thank you.
Wise man say, only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you.
I was a bit skeptical at the beginning, Petra, because like when you do covers, but I mean, after writing the original song, it's like you have that feeling like, oh, I'm stepping backward, basically. And but then I did it because I thought it was because after a long period that I was disappearing from social network and also in general with music, I thought, okay, let's start again from the beginning and let's do this kind of step by step. Let's improve step by step. So I found like necessary to start from cover, and my challenge at that time was to making covers of all of those most popular songs, but then make it on my own style because like I think that doing cover the funnier part is like when you try to find your style on something that is already existing. You don't have to be the same character, the same singer because it's already existing. But if you like do the same song but with your personal inspiration, maybe you wanna give a different vibe. It's also a nice motivation for yourself to learn something new. It also is a nice motivation to people to say, this is something different. Maybe I can pay attention to it. So,
because some of the covers I had to really listen to remember what not that it changed so much, but you made it really your own style, and I loved it because the lyrics then suddenly had a different meaning. So I love that you do that. That you do the covers.
Thank you so much, Pedro, that you catch this. Thank you so much. I feel like maybe it's weird, maybe. Thank you so much. Yes.
You shout it out, but I can hear what you say. I'm talking loud, not saying much. I'm criticized, but argued by a ricochet. You shoot me down, but I get up. I'm your aim. Fire away, fire away. You shoot me down, but I won't fall. I'm titanium. Shoot me down, but I won't fall. I'm titanium.
And I think it's also, like you say, on social media, it's a way to show your style, you know?
Yeah, also, I mean, it's not like only show your style to someone. It's also like for you, it's like it's something that you need to experience, something that you want to learn from. Sometimes, I mean, you just learn by doing something new. So sometimes I pick music that I never listened to, and then I say like, this sounds great, but I'm not. I don't know if I'm capable to do this. Maybe I need to rearrange it in a different key, different shades, maybe. So yes, I mean that's also how I improve my skills as a producer, basically. I mean, I'm still like I have a lot of things to learn always as a singer, as a producer, always also as a singer-songwriter. But like practicing is the only way, I think. I mean, maybe not the only way, but it's one of the most important. And to me, doing cover was a practice to also improve my recording skills with the microphone. How do you listen yourself with on your headphones? And then, I mean, step by step, I think you improve a lot just by practicing, just like doing things. It's a good exercise, I think.
And but also your music videos are very creative. I mean, they are like small little movies.
Maybe the last one in particular, because yeah, I mean, I have the luck to have some good friends. One is in Italy, where everything starts, and he's a video maker. He's a brilliant guy. And then once we realized those covers, basically those recording tracks. He was with me and doing like these reels, this video clip, and we had fun. And then there's a time I met two brilliant guys, very incredible artists, and one is from Berlin, another one is from Sydney, so he's Australian. And basically we met for the first time in a cafe here in Malmo. And then I introduced There's a Time to them for the first time, my first original song. And then they were like, they were quite in silence, and say, okay, they told me, okay, man, what do you expect from this song? Say, what's the story behind of the song? And then I started like telling everything. And then Tim, who is the director, told me, okay, man, we can do something great with this. And then 2 days later, they invited me for a dinner. And basically, they had everything on the screen on the computer. It was like a PDF with all the all the details for the project, the storyline. I was developing all the reference, all the movies like Joker, Scholars, and many other movies. I was like, oh man, this is amazing. So. And so we developed this time video, and for me it's been a beautiful experience that reached me a lot. So I hope to do something similar also for the next videos, because I loved it.
There's a time someone misses you. There's a time to be alone. Always time sing song for you. There's a time to be golden. There is single days for you. There's a time you'll be the night. Every single day, every breaking way, follow your destiny. When you lose your way, bury your mistakes, and I'll be there to mend your heart. Lost in a rhyme, I won't let her down. Lost in your mind, turning around.
And how much input did you have in the video? I mean, can you change something, or were you just happy with how they interpreted?
I mean, those guys are very creative. So my only input was my story, was the story behind the song, and I also gave some some alternative stories, basically, to give them more ideas. But then they
Oh, yeah.
developed everything from scratch. Basically, Tim also felt a lot the vibe of the song. To be honest, he followed the dynamic. It was been great. And then when they introduced me the general idea, I was like, guys, let's do that. They were like, are you sure? I said, yes. I'm totally in love with this. I love what you're doing.
Amazing.
So I also told them, guys, I'm quite present on my Instagram. Maybe if you want to choose different actors, don't choose me as a main character, would be fine. And then, but they said, oh no, but we will make you, we will make you play as an actor. I was like, no, but I was a bit skeptical. Okay.
No,
Yes.
but you should. It's your place to do
Uh,
it.
we
Yeah.
had fun. We had fun, and thanks to their help, I think. I mean, I'm proud of what has been done.
But does that inspire you to write more? You know, when you see something like that, so like a result like that, does that give you then the sort of the fire to say, hey, you know, I'm going to do more of this?
Yeah, I mean, it's inspiring because, like, when you start, you think like good things always come from big labels or big company. There's a great team. There's a big team. You need to be someone famous, and sometimes you just, I mean, the thing is just to the important thing is to meet the right people and have the right passion.
When the night falls, I'll sing a song for you. Every step you take, now every single day, just see your destiny. When you lose your way, tell me where you wait, and I'll be there to mend your heart.
Then everything can also start from a sofa or from a table when you're eating your dinner, basically. And yes, of course, those guys have really great skills, but they are very genuine people, and then I really appreciate that. Basically, we were so happy, and we did something that we were proud of. Also, even without the help of any measure. So that inspired me to do more, improving more, and yeah, yes, keep going on this direction. That I really love it.
But it's so lovely to see these collaborations, because it's different forms of art now coming together, and I think it makes you then aware of how wonderful these collaborations can be. So for them, it must also be interesting to work with you with the music together and your concepts or your music for them to develop this concept of the film.
Yes, I mean, I really hope to work with them again, because like I found very interesting the things of mixing different mindset, or maybe different countries, Italy, Germany, Australia. Then there are a lot of Swedish people that are also involved, and to me, it's a dream came true. I mean, because it's very beautiful when different culture meet on the same level and
True, yeah.
in the same project. So to me, this is a great motivation also for staying abroad, staying out of Italy, and it's beautiful. And we also know that I also know that like I don't have any specific plan. I mean, I just want to release my songs, but I don't know how we'll end up in future. So it's also a kind of adventure that I'm ready to take. And
And
yes,
do you do performances as well?
I used to do that. Yes, now a bit less because I'm preparing to release my songs. Hopefully, in 1 year, maybe I can release an EP. I don't know. It's just like a guess. It's my dream, but it takes time. Usually,
Yeah.
it's taking more time than I expected because, like, if you want to be a bit perfectionist, this is what happened. Things get later.
I think I saw that a while, I saw that from you, or got that from you, that you have that perfectionistic way
Uh,
of doing something.
A bit. I need to learn to do the opposite. I just
Yeah,
need to, don't not care. I just
yeah,
need to not care so much and
mm,
leave sometimes some things as they are.
yeah. That's true. But Andrea, what is the big wish for you, or what are the wishes for the future?
For myself, you mean,
Yeah.
Petra?
Mm.
That's a complicated question. I think. I mean, I would like to start also working as a musician. Like doing more gigs. Maybe found a nice label that can support me, and we can share projects together and spread more music also around Europe would be amazing. Maybe, I mean, the biggest dream that I think would be on the top of the list would be to be full-time musician.
Okay.
But let's see. It takes time, and it's a quite complex project. And but I will never give up on this. So
But you,
right.
no, a few years ago, a pianist who was he was actually in the army in America, and he took some time off to go to France, and he taught himself to play the piano. And his wish was to be a full-time musician, and he said it on my channel. And I've recently seen some of his Instagram posts, and it seems like he is now a full-time musician. So it's great if you say this on my channel, because probably in a while I will see that you are also a full-time musician.
Let's see. Thank you so much, Petra. Let's hope. I will hope. I hope it will be so. I hope it will be so. Yes.
Yeah,
Um,
this is the channel where wishes come true. I believe
oh,
that.
thank you,
Yeah,
Petra.
yeah. But I
Uh,
think it's, and in engineering, you are also, you've are fulfilled in your job. I mean, do you still also enjoy that?
yeah, I also enjoy being an engineer. I always have loved physics. Physics, maths, also maths. Something that I loved since the high school.
Okay.
But then, like, for sure, I mean, if I need to, uh, I mean, as a job, I love to be an engineer. But then, when I'm out, I have this huge need of doing music. It's like dreaming with open eyes to me. It's like always been like a big dream of my life. So for sure, it's on the top,
Mm.
playing music and producing music. I mean, it would be also great maybe to do music for other people. I don't mind doing this.
Well,
Basically,
well, I hope that you can do a concert one time in Vienna. That would be great.
yeah. Thank you so much, Petra.
Yeah.
That's very ambitious. I really hope Vienna is the mother
It,
country of the genius
yeah,
of the music. We know, right? So
yeah.
I've been in Vienna. I've been in one orchestra concert. and it was amazing, outstanding, really.
But I've got to ask you, where were you born? Where are you from in Italy? Where did you grow up?
I grew up in basically in the middle part of Italy, east coast. Region name is Marche, and basically my hometown is San Benedetto del Tronto, which is a small sea town close to the Adriatic Sea, and no, it's wonderful. Now, actually, the population is around 50,000 people. But it's a lovely city to visit during the summer.
Okay.
So yeah, basically that's the place where I come back usually in Christmas time or during summertime. I have a lot of friends there.
Okay. Do you get inspiration there as well?
Yes, for sure. Because like the other guy that usually write with me is living there. So basically, also right now is waiting for me. That is, I'm coming back in 10 days. It's like, when are you coming back? You need to come back here. We need to write something more, because like basically he saw and then he noticed the release of the song just by social media, and then it was like unbelievable, because it was behind on the back of the video, everything. And it was like incredible, because everything started actually from a sofa, from a couch. From simplicity. We were like dreaming big up. I just imagine if one day maybe we release this song, wow, it would be crazy, it would be amazing.
But that's very inspirational, because it's, we never realize, but sometimes these things happen, like from the basics, from one small little action, then it develops into where you are now. So it needs to start somewhere, but sometimes we think, it's not possible, or you see the end result and you don't realize, but this person really started from nothing. They started very small, or they started just with the idea or the dream.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, this friend of mine, Marco, before meeting me, he has no knowledge at all of music. I mean, he didn't know how to play any instrument. He didn't know how to sing, basically. Just like he loves music, but he was like listening to music like a normal person did, and maybe normal person with a passion for music. And then he started writing with me from scratch, and then he discovered this big passion after many years. It's not like old, but. For sure, like he discovered after many years his passion, and now it's something that he's really into it. So it's also a sign that you can meet a new passion whatever. In any stage of your life, I think.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's also that thing where people think you have to start at 4 years old to play music, but sometimes your path is something else. You start a little bit later, or things, you first have to do something before you can do the thing that you really want to do. So the paths sometimes take you to other places, like you went to New York first to get that realization that you had to do music.
Yeah. I mean, New York was like that kind of page of my life that told me, Andrea, you need to go back on this, because this is something that you will never be able to put aside. I mean, at a certain point it will pop out again. So let's do that now. Now is the right moment. Put yourself on it, and that's how basically I went back. Because I always got this kind of frustration in the past years, like, I gave up on this, I shouldn't have given up on this. It is an important part of my life, and then now that I'm still working on this, I'm feeling much happier, much happier, feeling like no regrets at all now. at least I'm trying. So that's very important for me.
Well, Andrea, I'm very happy that you went to New York so that you can give us this beautiful music now. And
Thank you, Petra.
and I'll be following still. And thank you so much for this lovely interview and sharing your story. And it's really inspiring.
Thank you. Thanks to you, Petra, for everything. Really, for reaching me out.
It's a great pleasure.
Really hope that next songs will amaze you again.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm a big fan.
Thank you, Petra. Thank you, Petra.
There's a time someone misses you. There's a time to be alone. Always time to sing a song for you. There's a time to be golden. There is single days for you. There's a time you'll be the night. Every single day, every breaking way, follow your destiny. When you lose your way, bury your mistakes, and I'll be there to mend your heart. Lost in a rhyme, I won't let her down. Lost in your mind, turning around. Don't waste your time. There's a time you think you've fallen. There'll be a time you ride those clouds again. When the night falls, I'll sing a song for you. Every step you take, every single day, just your destiny. When you lose your way, tell me where you wait, and I'll be there to mend your heart. Lost in a rhyme, I won't let it down. Lost in your mind, turning around. Don't waste your time. Don't waste. I'll be by your side. Always make the things yourself. Every single day we spent. Remember, I was always there. Every time I fell apart, you were there to mend my heart. Remember, you were always there. Now, just hold my hand. I'll take your pain from the night away. There's a time someone misses you. There's a time to be alone. Always time to sing a song for